when my eyes are open to something of this magnitude, it's like, what can I do other than just hoping somebody else can fix the problem?
There's an overwhelming
helped hundreds of people this year, and one of those was a teenage girl who was being physically abused by her family. She was too scared to talk to the police about it, but she did tell us. The Jonah Project team and I got to support her through advocacy and meeting basic needs. She later told us that she was so thankful we could help her. She was really happy that God told her to tell us her situation and that we were the reason that she was alive.
Just about anyone that I've told about the Jonah Project and really explained what they're doing, they think that's a problem of a big city, or they think that's a problem of other countries. And to find out it's happening here in the Lilac City, I think is an eye-opener for a lot of people.
Our 24/7 resource line is available all the time for anyone to call who's in need. Our partner organizations have said that when they couldn't get a hold of anyone else, they could get a hold of us because of this phone, and we could be available to them to serve clients how they needed. If we weren't, that client probably would have had to go back to their traumatic situation they were coming from.
We didn't set out to start a nonprofit. We began by serving local at-risk youth and discovered kids were being manipulated and abused. With little resources in the area for survivors of human trafficking, we decided to start the Jonah Project to support those who were falling through the cracks.
When we first heard about the Jonah Project, it was different. And it was kind of one of those things that nobody wants to talk about. Nobody wants to sit and have one of these tough conversations about what's going on in this city. And immediately, that made us feel like we wanted to do whatever we could. The volunteers that I've met, the people that are involved in the day-to-day operations, the staff, they just have the grit that it takes to be in these situations. And we need somebody that's willing to go into the fire, put on the shield, go into these places that are seedy and dirty and scary, and someone to say, here I am, send me, Lord, to say, you don't have to live like this anymore, and to provide the next steps. And if we're all on guard and we're all saying, not in my backyard, and we're all banding together, we can make a difference.
I'm Aaron, founder of the Jonah Project. Whether you've just started learning about human trafficking or have been in the fight with us for a while, I'd like to thank you for listening. More than 6 years ago, we began a conversation with you, the community, about human trafficking. At that time, there was very little resource and even less awareness. So we rolled up our sleeves and we went to work, holding awareness rallies, teaching in health and leadership classes, and of course, reaching out to victims and relocating survivors. We opened Spokane's first 24-hour resource line, first safe houses, and continue to build a network of safe homes for survivors today. In fact, since 2014, the Jonah team has served almost 400 women and children through direct advocacy, walking alongside them toward freedom. While teaching at universities like Gonzaga and Washington State, as well as local high schools, shelters, and churches, the Jonah team provides a lifeline to many trying to escape cycles of abuse and the modern-day slave trade. The crazy notion that we could restore and recover some of the most marginalized people in the world without leverage is no longer just an idea. Today, working alongside DHS and other federal agencies, partnering with schools, churches, and families, the Jonah team continues to seek and save the lost. More people in our community are aware than ever before, and more people are taking a stand to fight human trafficking. We couldn't have come this far without you, but there's so much more work to do. And we'll need you, our community, to stand firm with us, to be a light in the darkness that so many victims and survivors are waiting to see. With your support, the Jonah Project won't quit until every last one of those women and children are brought home. Thank you.